In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish bustier dress with asymmetric hemline. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment at the comment section. So let's dive right into today's video. And this dress is from Style by Lima on TikTok. So to start, here is my pattern and I've marked out my basic measurement, which includes my shoulder to bust, under bust, waist, and I added additional 7 inches for the blouse length. So what I'll do here is to mark my shoulder divided by 2 and I'll add ½ inch to it because this dress has a sleeve. From there, I'll come down by 1 inch. Now I'll go ahead and mark a neckline of 3½ inches here and go ahead to connect. So you can use 3½ or 4 inches for the neckline. After this, I'll go ahead to find the chest line, and to do that is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I have 7 inches I marked and I'll draw a straight line there. Next, I'll place my tape and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus additional ½ inch, which I'll connect all the way up. After marking this, the next is to divide my armhole into 2 equal parts. From the midpoint of my armhole, I'll come out by ½ inch, place my tape, and I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. I'll connect from the midpoint all the way to the upper part and connect from my bust circumference divided by 4 to the midpoint. So after marking this, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my darts, which I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now my nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5. I'll mark this on the bust, under bust, waist and blouse length. I'll place my ruler and I'm going to connect all the way to the lower part of this pattern. So after marking, I'll go ahead to mark my dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. I'll repeat this at the waist and also at the blouse length of my pattern. So after marking this, I'm going to place my ruler and I'll draw a straight line starting from the upper part all the way down. Now, if you're plus size or you're a bit busty, you should be using 1.5 inches at both sides of this pattern. After marking, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline. I'll go ahead to place my ruler, connect from the bust to the under bust, and I'll also repeat this at the other side of my pattern. Now after I'm done marking, I'll go ahead to outline. After outlining from the neckline to the shoulder to the armhole part, I'll place my tape and divide it by 2 and mark the midpoint. Place my ruler and connect all the way up. After connecting, I'll go ahead to mark where I want the bustier to start, which I'm using 2 inches above my chest line. You can go ahead to place your tape from the shoulder and also measure where you want it to stop. So I'll go ahead to mark my dart intake of 1 inch and I'll also mark here. Now if you're plus size, go ahead to use 1.5 inches on both sides or mark 1 inch at this point and 2 inches at the other side. After this, I'll go ahead to outline my pattern. Next step is to insert your measurement. At the bust, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. So for the dart intake, I'll be using this one at the chest line. This is because I don't want to have much excess at the sewing allowance of my pattern so that it will match what I have at the back, and I'll mark. Then add any sewing allowance of your choice, right? Here I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, pick this dart intake, replace, and then add my sewing allowance. After marking this, at the waistline, so we want to snatch our waist. My waist is 28. I'll minus 2 inches from it, which will give me 26. That 26, I'll divide it by 4 and I will mark. So I'll go ahead to measure the dart intake, replace, and I'll add my sewing allowance. So if you're adding a sewing allowance, you shouldn't use something that is too much. Here I'll go ahead to mark my hip circumference divided by 4, and I'll go ahead to measure the dart intake I have here and I will replace, then add my sewing allowance. Please sorry for the noise at the background of this video. So after this, I'll just place my ruler, connect from the under bust to the bust, from the waist to the under bust, from the waist down to the blouse length. Next is to mark your bust dart. So to mark your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. So if you take 15.5 out of 17, you will have 1.5 inches. That is how I got my bust. So the next step is to go ahead to mark out the lower part. I'll place my tape and mark 5 inches for the basque effect we have here, and I'll blend out my pattern. Then I'll go ahead to curve this, connecting it all the way up, right? So now what I'm going to do is to place my tape, and I'll come down by 3 inches. You can come down by 3 or 3.5 here. So I'm trying to create that sharp or slight V or deep effect we have here. From the lower part, I came up by 1 inch. So what I did was to come in by my sewing allowance first, then connect, right? So that when I'm sewing out, that is when I sew out my sewing allowance, I'll have this sharp edge here, right? So after this, I'm done with this part. Let's head over to the upper part, and I'll go ahead to outline the lower part of my pattern. If you're not okay with the lower part of this pattern, you can slightly go ahead to readjust it. So from my waist now to the blouse length remaining is about 6 inches, and that is what I'll use for the back. So for the depth, I came down a bit after the chest line, and I'll connect it this way. From that point, I'll extend it towards the armhole area of my pattern. For the sleeve, I'll go ahead to bring down the neckline down, right? And this is what I have at this part of my pattern. So after this, will come up by 0.3 or 0.5. This is to tighten the yoke at the front part. Now this is what I have, and I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So after I'm done marking, I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So if you have any question, please go ahead to ask. So I'll just go ahead to cut out this pattern, also cut out the rest of the lower part. So when you're cutting out the part that has the bust dart, please make sure to blend out your pattern. That is to blend out the bust dart, and I'll be doing it here. This is to make sure you blend this part of your pattern, and I'll go ahead to cut it out. So this is what the front looks like. Moving over to the back pattern, I've gone ahead to mark out all the basic measurements. This is the shoulder divided by 2 and the chest line with the bust. Now my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. Then I added additional 6 inches. Remember, the side pattern of this blouse stopped at 6 inches by the side. What I'll do is to start marking my darts, which I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now I'll place my ruler and draw a straight line connecting from the upper part all the way down. After marking this, I'll mark ½ inch on both sides of my pattern, and I'll be extending this up, and I'll repeat this at the other side and also at the lower part of this pattern. So after marking this, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark that waist circumference we snatched at the front, and I'll go ahead to measure the dart intake, replace it, and then add the sewing allowance you're using. Here also mark your hip circumference divided by 4 and add your sewing allowance. I'm just using 1 inch for the sewing allowance because of I'm drafting out this pattern, right? But if you're making this dress, please do not use much sewing allowance because of the side of the lower side of this dress. So for the neckline, I'm using 3.5 by 1.5 inches. So you can also use 4 inches by 1.5. Now I came down by 1 inch, which I'll be extending this all the way down. Now if you look at the back pattern, you feel like it doesn't have like this keyhole effect. So I'll mark the lacing area. I'll use 2 inches here, then use 1.5 inches here, then go down and use 1 inch. If you notice, the lacing area had like this slight V, that the lower part was more closed than the upper part. So if you don't want to use this, you can go ahead to use your normal 2 inches all the way down. I'll make a dot to indicate that I have a lacing at this part and outline the rest of my pattern. So I'm going to mark 0.3 inches here and 0.5 inches here. So I'll just connect this and also connect this. This is to make sure I tighten the back and I don't have any gaping here. So after marking this right, I'll just go ahead to work on the lower part. I'll go ahead to come up by 2 inches here, and I'll just create like a slight curve and then go ahead to connect this towards the other side. I'll come in by the sewing allowance and then come in by 1 inch here. Then this is because by the time you sew, you want to have that pointy edge at the lower side. So I'll just connect to that my 1 inch, and after marking that, this is what the back pattern is like, and I'll go ahead to outline it, and the next part is to go ahead to cut this out. So if you have any question regarding this pattern drafting, please go ahead to ask, and after I'm done cutting this, I'm done with the pattern drafting of this dress. So what I'll do is just to cut this open, and you'll be joining back your pattern, and this is what I have after I'm done drafting.